You gotta go to Tria. You gotta go to Blue Blood. You gotta go to. Yeah. And then for the other side, you know what I'm saying? You be like, man, fuck the LGBTC every sentence. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get some subs and shit.
Yeah, so either one of the two, like, so fuck all of that. That's just being a media whore. Let's be real.
For sure. I'm just like, bro.
Like, you just need this. Is what you need, right? Use Mark Nash. You need another co-host to bounce it up.
Yeah, I've been talking with Martin Nash about that shit, man.
You did his show?
Yeah, I don't like the format of his show, man.
On your show, you take the lead, like,
yeah.
On his show, he takes the lead. So on his show, just crack your jokes, and you know what I'm saying?
The niggas don't really know boxing, though, bro.
Them niggas.
No.
But even explaining to them,
the
NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, with the echoes of Cannon Blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Better believe me, like, if I would keep his motherfucking, like, do what he said he's gonna do, nigga, and give me that computer, nigga, I text the nigga never take it back. I'm like, God damn, something going on with that nigga's son. But he said he's gonna... Yeah, he said he got a computer that he don't even use, though.
Oh, yeah. Say no more on that,
I'm trying to. I don't want to hit him up like, all right, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to say, I'm just not using it, but shit.
Play action, now it's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Flush to his right. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
On first down, Lance gets this one to use check. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, 26 yards. And the 49ers are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
The nigga from Top Rank, Tucker, and it's a lot of young black people over at Top Rank guy. Yeah.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Yeah.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Monopolize. Yeah, you just monopolize that.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing to start the drive. Brady. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. On 3rd down, Mitchell. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
So it's pretty simple, partner. Yep. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
Yeah, man, that's what the boys.
They'll run on 1st down. Mitchell. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
Yeah.
6-0 our score after 1.
Then you fucking take a damn job anyway. He moving W. Yeah.
Throwing his lance on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Shows some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket, but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
They'll try and throw for it. Steps away to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So their 2nd touchdown of this 1st half. They went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the 1st score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, they're only up 12-0. 1 extra point on the other side can ultimately beat you if they score twice.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
The goddamn being like about like 3 or 4 times, like people
working from the gun. It's Brady going deep this time for Miller, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, 30 yards, and the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver.
I know, right?
Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
You feel me? And
they'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
He talked that shit, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
On first down, it's Mitchell. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
What do you say? I ain't hear like that.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Already.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. And to give this time to the tailback. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
What happened?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Oh, yeah, he good.
A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Man,
now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
What?
Stonewalled on second down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll try to run this one in. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
Yeah, but they didn't really speak on it. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Quit talking about it. Bring it.
I don't think they're going to make the president.
That'd be crazy as fuck, though.
And they'll go for it. Lance
I don't know, bro.
escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown 49ers. Mohamed Sanu in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime.
I think you can do it.
Good way forward? Yeah. When our time comes, then they get equivalent.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
Perfect time. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Shotgun now for Lance. Flush to his right.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
I don't think he want to sleep, but I think the
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
Sleep power from Antoine yet.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They using
so after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They say we not a fucking promoter. We're a TV show.
To throw, it's Brady. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. There he goes left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard, 75 yards. And the Buccaneers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much and you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point.
I want to put that goddamn come out of there.
To 6.
Show me that fucking Newark, nigga. Show me that Newark.
Shit, maybe I might hit Shakura when I get back. Start talking about that. What was the coffee?
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. No gain on the play there, second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
Nigga, after I beat your ass, I'm going to take your bitch.
Perfect on that.
That's what I'm going to do, nigga. AB your ass.
Made the play,
yeah,
and he couldn't
your
even
ass.
get going moving the football.
And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they do a lot of misdirection.
Man, hey.
Get your eyes in the
She
wrong
thought
place.
she was about to get
You're
proposed
right
to.
about
That
He
nigga
correctly
said,
figured
baby.
that one out and made a really nice play.
Will you brush my hair for me?
Right here,
I
third
said,
and
this
10.
nigga right here, man.
And I
I
would
don't
expect
know who
pressure
this is.
here.
I had, at that time, I was watching, but I don't know who this is. But he funny as a motherfucker, boy. He fight.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Lance and company going on fourth down. Dancing to his left. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On play action, Lance. Being chased out left. Finding some room at midfield. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They got to goddamn tell them people, hey man, we
second and 11 now.
Update our service.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Got some real estate inside the 30. And running with power here. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Eluding the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Give him 6 on the run. It'll be third down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker.
I don't know. Maybe he starts the new Mike out. Maybe when he starts going, he starts washing like Ryan Garcia's and all type of shit.
Now a play fake. Lance. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And the Buccaneers are right back in this football game.
Like, believe it or not, I went back last night and I started watching Calm right down. I said, damn, this is like the last time Calm was good.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
10 million goddamn.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
I said, damn, this bitch kind of packed. I said, that bitch kind of packed.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. From the 25 on second down, Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Brady to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To throw is Brady. This is caught by Evans. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. They'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's the tight end Howard. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start.
If that nigga would have beat Danny, man, he would have had a... Man. Nigga Danny duck and swung.
Yeah, he got punched and he like went down and he
Yep.
Start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice
don't
it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Flushed out right. It got his man complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Back to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he's taken down inside the 30.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the victory here for San Francisco. And, of course, this win, a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown, because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around the league, and to them, that's vitally important.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Tampa.
Oh, you talking about the nigga at top rank? They went to the table too. Boxing so fucked up. think we gonna get our house built. I bet the woman said like 260,000. Oh man. Not too bad.
No, staying long.
That's a superpower. Ron, just know, cause me and Rick talked earlier, like I was telling Aaron, whenever that Crawford Spence get announced, nigga, we gonna be in Vegas, nigga, everybody.
We'll see a lot of niggas talk.
Alright.
Wilder Fury happened 3 times, 90% of the niggas.
I did see you, nigga, for Wilder Fury deal in LA.
I didn't go to LA.
Oh, you didn't go to LA?
That's the only Wilder Fury I didn't go to.
Yeah, man, that was me, Javi, and Ned. Yeah.
They went to the first one.
Yeah.
I was the only one that went to the second one. And the
Third one was like, yeah. And to be fair, he didn't want to go to either one of them until like the last minute.
I didn't want to.
Yeah, he was like, man, fuck that shit. And then he was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm going, bro. And then he said, hey, man, this shit was fun as hell, bro. The second one, anyway, I remember after that, you was like, man, we had a blast that night.
Seeing Wilder get knocked out was kind of fun.
Come on, man. That's that right here, bro. Come on, man. Y'all niggas the worst, man. Y'all niggas the worst, but why? What was it funny?
You know what it was? Because y'all lied to yourself the first time. I actually picked Wilder in the first one, and I was wrong. Like, even though I was wrong, in my mind, they robbed Fury.
Hey, man. Hey, Ron, do you remember? Do you remember that fucking film study that we did on that motherfucking fight?
Yeah, y'all was like, look at this bro. I'm like, Fury. Look at this bro, Fury. Look at this bro, Oh, dude, the most loyal I've ever seen, bro. Because I sat there looking, I'm like, are y'all this crazy? I can't.
Bro, I've only heard Mike ever say they run Fury once in my life. That's the craziest thing.
Bro, they were saying like, oh, easily like a draw or Wilder won. I'm like, oh. They're like, Ron, Fury got knocked down twice. And Wilder lost
the rounds, motherfucker. You don't get extra rounds for looking good.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, man. I plead the fifth, man.
So I ain't gonna lie, what's your Mike's reaction to the third one? Because I know the second one, I don't know why.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Me and my girl was going crazy when Wilder knocked the nigga down the third one.
Oh, the third one was, I made it more. Like, I watched the fight, they came out, what's your reaction to the fight? I was like, you know the bro, you know when Wilder got the knockdown?
In the third fight?
Yeah, it was like the hero came back and saved
Yeah.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Once they start knocking each other back and forth, I was like, alright, this is like an Ali phrase. The third fight. But what does Wilder do? Fucking get his ass beat for the last 5 rounds. I'm like, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. I think Wilder Fury is the only pay-per-view that I don't that I didn't care after that I bought. You know what I'm saying? Like this, like even though I would say, yeah.
Thurman Pacquiao is a good dude.
I ain't buy it though. I ain't buy that one though.
That was a good fight. Pacquiao Thurman.
Yeah. But I mean, everybody.
Pacquiao fan was entertaining, but I lost my fucking money.
How would you Pacquiao was gonna win?
Bro, every card, you know you get everything right.
That nigga was juiced to. Oh, and them the worst, bro.
Yo,
Them the worst, bro. Them the worst. And
I
And I don't understand why every time you have a car like that, that shit always fall down to like a last fight that happened at night. At night, it can never be a game that happens during the daytime that you got all. You feel me? Like, yeah, exactly, bro. They do. I know, right?
But they suspended it as soon as Pacquiao knocked out first. I was like, shit. The money they were offering went from like $200 to like $30, £30. I was like,
oh man. Yeah, that's wild.
Knocked down. All you had to do was win the fight. That's all you had to do.
Yeah, man. Sometimes that's how I go.
I told you it was gonna be split, controversial.
I wasn't listening to Ron. Because I was like, after Ron, like, yeah, he was injured. I was like, what? He was injured? He was injured. Ron, next time a nigga's injured and we're betting on him.
Tell a nigga, man.
Yeah, I might have heard it, but please repeat it or scream it from the rooftops.
I tried. Well, I wasn't doing it like the way you're asking, but I was like, no. First, I was like, I didn't believe in Thurman. That's the first. I didn't believe in Thurman. I thought Thurman real first test was against Pacquiao. Let's keep it real. Trump Porter and Danny Garcia. Really? Is that really enough for Keith Thurman to beat Pacquiao at his very last time?
He won beat Pacquiao.
You said what?
Even if you say Horn lost, but it was.
Horn. Yeah, Horn.
Man, Pacquiao won that fight too, but that was a side. That was a side double headbutt. Pacquiao saw blood. Pacquiao saw blood.
Man, that was.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Leave myself in Irene out here. He doing anything necessary.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Santa Clara. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Hell no.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
4 points. Yeah, look, man, you got too many infractions, bro. Fight over it.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Jerron in the house.
First carry for Raheem Mostert, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And
he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
But Bud the kind of nigga, man,
an early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
I know, right? But like,
off of play action, here's Lance.
I saw Wilder.
Escaping the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football.
I knew
He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it now.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
Flush to his right. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Fucking kidding me.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Mitchell, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Yeah, man.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, Could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Yeah.
He was getting beaten up from stamina more than the punches. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Yep. You got to get that big pop.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. Touchdown, 49ers. Elijah Mitchell, 34 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in, because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at him, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back in your salad days in Evansville.
I mean, you can, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna say you can't force yourself to I ain't gonna lie about nigga. It's points in it. But yeah, I guess fighting different types, man. I ain't never really been in a fight, so like that. To where nigga, so I ain't never been in a fight to where nigga had 36 minutes to fight.
Here is Wishnowski
I ain't never been like
away following the touchdown.
What?
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Mm-hmm.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That one complete to Hill. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. 2 yards on the pickup there.
You build stamina over years. You know what I'm saying? You can't, like, it's a consistent thing. That's why Kobe is like Kobe said it best. What did Kobe say? I worked out so hard and I showed him. By the time I showed him, when they found out 8 years later, they've got 8 years on them. They can't catch up that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They can't make up that difference.
Never can.
So, yeah, that's the crazy. I don't know, man. Look at like the big thing. Stamina, you could win a fight with stamina. Look at Joe Joyce. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. That nigga Joe showed me winning off stamina.
Say that again?
I said Joe showed me winning off stamina. Nigga, what time is it over there? So what time is it over there? What time is it over there? Already. God damn. Yeah, 10 p.m. Going on 11. All right, my nigga.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Second down, McKinnon. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play. Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Mahomes now to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now a give. This is McKinnon. Finding room to the 20 and down to the 16-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Listen, I loved everything about it. I thought Dre and Snoop delivered. They didn't play it safe at all. Yeah. I thought Kendrick delivered. He didn't play it safe. I literally told Glass Malone, I said, I want him to perform good kid match, and I want him to perform high. And Glass thought he would perform some other records just because they're higher charting. But he went for the cultural anthems. And that shit worked. You know what I mean?
Handoff, it's McKinnon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
That's why I don't do stare downs anymore, because I was just like, that's fucked up. Like, why the fuck? Because I wasn't expecting that from a bartender who was serving. He's like, can I get a photo? I'm a big fan. And then stares down, squares me off, and then like he just like puts his hands down, comes up close, and nods me, and I was like, what the fuck? Boom. And that really just checked him so quick. I was gonna grab him. He's lucky. But he wasn't expecting that.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try with McKinnon, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half.
When you're locked down, it's isolation. This is what they do to prisoners. What you do to prisoners when they behave, you isolate them. So the blessed that I had, one of my best friends, Chance.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter.
That kind of made me question myself because I was listening to the noise. That's why I say fuck the noise. I was listening to the noise of some other
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
When it starts to get in your head, sometimes you might start to believe it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
And trust that. And then stand 10 toes deep. 10 toes deep in your tree.
He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. And Lance will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 33-yard attempt. The kick by Gold is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The rehearsal was just like, man, it's gonna look so fucking sick. This is real life for the fight. So I did not have paralysis over analysis. And I bet you Rob, because he was feeling the pressure, I knew this. And I told him he couldn't sleep. He was just in bed. Of course he couldn't sleep. He drank some wine and got drunk before the fight.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
And that anxiety like that don't bother me because you know what you're about to do. You're about to go into the ring, you're fighting in front of millions of people, you're fighting. So having anxiety in that moment makes sense. We're about to walk out on stage, we know we're going to have that. It's the not doing anything anxiety that drives you fucking crazy. Like, that has to do other stuff. That's when it's just like, okay.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 10. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
What I did was just hop in the shower.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And I started to pray. I was like, yo, hey, man, me again.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Mahomes now on first down. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Taylor, Izzy did not say you look like Chloe Bailey. I just want to say
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Mahomes going to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Mahomes to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack there to Arden Key.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.